Hello, welcome to the fourth dimension. Maria here. I have several decks here out and I'm just going to play a little bit. I just wanted to see what all the new energy, hopefully try to get some new energy out. As you know, we're closing cycles. I feel like with the new moon at the end of the month, you might feel the pull from the retrograde as, you know, we're separating from the old from the new. That's kind of what I feel. People are closing cycles left and right. People are letting go, releasing habits, relationships, jobs, all sorts of things. Things that just don't serve them anymore or isn't for their highest good, or making choices to stay and continue and fight and prepare for the next chapter. Either way, there's no right or wrong. Official person. I just thought I'd pull a few cards. I prayed and meditated over the cards and I said, I really want to know what's coming in for the collective. So I'm hopefully, knock on wood, trying to get some new energy coming in so we can see. As you know, there's no script. There is no script when we do tarot. There's no writer, there's no director. It's just me and my camera and the viewer at the end of the day. So let's see what Spirit has to say about what's coming in. Tell me about the new energy coming in, please. We have the official person. So somebody might be meeting somebody of great importance. This person, I want to just pause this. Somebody might have already met this person. Immediately I'm getting captain of a ship, somebody of high importance, somebody with distinguished general. Maybe they're in the military, maybe they are very wealthy, they own a yacht, that kind of thing, but they are of high honor. They may be, they might be of royalty, they might be of a royal bloodline. This is of somebody of high importance, high stature. They have the sword drawn, and I do believe with all the medals, they have earned it. So it could be a CEO, owner, etc. It could be of any importance, but an official person, it could be a judge, it could be anybody. But let's find out more about this official person. Tell me more. I just want to take a moment and thank all my viewers. You guys make my day. I tell you what, never in a million, never in a million. And the more I get to know you, you get to know me, unfortunately. The more I disclose my own personal growth on this channel, you get to learn a little bit more about me. I get to learn a little bit more about you and your walk. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful you do share, because it's a little risky and vulnerable to, you know, I had a friend of mine, David, who was a retired, he's very retired now, chaplain, but he used to say, he was a minister though, he was a minister, and he used to say, it's kind of like standing naked at the pulpit, you know, when you're vulnerable and you expose your flaws and your character defects to the world, and you're thinking maybe like 3 of your family members may be watching this, which is still kind of scary, and here you are on a platform that's kind of this energy, and I'm sharing it with the world, hopefully so you can understand the energy of the cards. This is a marriage. This is somebody maybe that you're looking to marry. Maybe somebody is going to the judge to marry. I also think maybe somebody's approaching you to marry, or somebody might be coming to say they want to take you to an official person to marry. Somebody of official level is wanting to marry you. They're offering you this gift. You guys, I can't make this up. So somebody of great importance to you is going to come and offer you high value. Somebody is going to offer you this luxurious gift of security, wealth, abundance, of high value. I'm going to turn this down. I'm competing with my own music. I was jamming out to jazz here. Sorry. End of the day, you know, I don't really watch TV. I'm not a big TV watcher. So any kind of music I can get to download. This is somebody in their thoughts. And look at that. This is somebody, and you're going to hear a lot of people moving around here. I'm sorry, this is the only time I can do a reading. But this is somebody who I feel, couple things. One, they think of you at night. That's the first thing I think of. They may watch you at night. So you might have a platform. You might have Instagram, a tiki-taki, whatever. you might have given a picture or two or something like that, or they check your Facebook. This is somebody who like really watches you. They're investigating. They're almost like in school. They're watching you. Look at that. I like the stash. I got to tell you, that's a pretty cool stash. I'm Italian, so of course I'd be out of line if I didn't, out of pocket if I didn't say nice stash. This is somebody who is researching you, watching what you're doing, admiring your work. This is somebody who's examining with the pencils there and the, you know, they're really examining to make sure, A, you're real, number one, that you're authentic. Number two, what you're saying is genuine, it's from the heart. Are you are you the real deal? So if whatever line of work you are in, they are in. You're mirroring each other. That was the first thing I picked up when I picked up the card. I'm also going to say this person is a little farther advanced than you are. It's just how it goes. I don't know how to say it. So if you're a bachelor, they're a doctorate. That's how far they're advanced they are. So I kind of get spiritual vibe off this. So if this is somebody, if this is somebody with an esoteric knowledge, they're very deep. They're very, very deep. And they have done some like background cult work. They have done some learning and some scholarly learning. They have some book smart on some of this. So they might even be a minister. Why do I even talk like this? This is weird. It's like downloads are happening while I'm talking, before I'm talking, during the card pull. I don't know. So main male. Yeah, so you might be meeting a main male. They have marriage on the mind. They might be pursuing you for the idea of marriage. This is somebody who's extremely high IQ, high EQ. They have emotional intelligence, which is important to me. I mean, as well as I think most people watching this channel. They're balanced. This is definitely an emperor level status. They have some concerns. There's some family members that also have some concerns. I feel family or the people in the group or the people that this person is around. The concerns are this person might have been in a marriage or in another relationship or in a situationship, something like that they have to detach from completely or finalize. Like I have to leave one. We just talked about that, did we not? About the retrograde. Remember when I said I think of something and then I pull cards? It's kind of the vibe I get is they have to leave one to go to another. They might also be dealing with sudden wealth. The other thing I also feel is that they might have left, oh my goodness, for a handful, 2, 3, 4 of you, you might have been in a relationship with this person prior. They might have not chosen you to go to somebody for sudden wealth. And then unfortunately, I think that either they're coming back, this person's coming back to visit you because that fell apart, or the other way around. I'm sorry, I can't make heads or tails of the message in that respect. It's like somehow sudden wealth, they left you and you're getting sudden wealth, cha-ching, like lottery level, or they left you for somebody that they thought they were going to get wealthy with and it fell apart and they're coming back. Either way, take it as it resonates. Forgive me, I just work here. So that's kind of the vibe, because on the bottom of this deck that's just hanging out all by itself says justice, which is kind of like you're cashing in. You're making it rain. You're like, la, la, la. It's okay. Who is that? I don't know who that was. I'm sorry. I'm counting my money. You might be going through some financial gain where it's like the tipping point, the wheel of fortune. Tell me more about this. Courthouse. Yes. Toil and labor. Oh, Lord, help us. With an expectation. So I'm going to leave this here because I'm intrigued. I just want to know more. I'm going to take the small deck. I like to clarify. Tell me about what's going on here. So I feel like a couple things are happening. One, I feel like somebody may have, this is deep, y'all. I feel like the messages, there's several different messages, but the strongest one that I feel is like coming to the forefront. That's really kind of, hello, Maria. Somebody might have been dating you, right? And then all of a sudden ghosted you. You don't know why they ghosted you. They just went AWOL, MIA, crickets. You have no idea. I feel like they were probably entertaining you and somebody else, and there was another opportunity, and they felt the other party might have been a little bit, have more security. We'll just say that. Only, and they hurried up and made it official. They literally, like courthouse, went to official, got married, boom, 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 only to find out later, wah, wah, big fat lie, big goose egg. Quite the opposite, actually. The money isn't theirs. It's all tied up. Can't. It's not coming through. They're all waiting for this money to fall into the bank, whether it be somebody's passing away. I kind of feel like it's an inheritance. It might be, it's like a carrot hanging on a thread. Like, here I am, I'm here, come wait for me. So this person's in this miserable relationship, chose them to go over there because there was a financial, windfall that was going to come in. There's a grand expectation. If male or female, it doesn't matter on the card. It was just an expectation. Somebody's waiting for this, and they're now carrying all the burdens. They're carrying the financial burdens, and they're doing it all because of this proposed windfall that's coming through, and only to find out it's a big fat lie. It was a freaking lie from the jump. This is a con. This was a con from the jump. And the person in charge, the main female, this is a con. So it was all about the courtship, getting this person. There is no wealthy man. The person, I feel that you were, I don't know if you were the wealthy man or you were in relationships with somebody with stability, actually had more stability. That was the mark. Excuse me, I'm going to speak con street a little bit. That was the mark. So these people, or this group, mom, daughter, auntie, niece kind of relationship, somehow it's an older woman, younger woman got together and said, hey, there's a sucker. I'm sorry. I don't know who I'm reading for, but this is the energy. We're going to tell him we're waiting for our wealth to come in. You're going to get together. He's going to think he's going to have a payout. By the time it's done, you'll be pregnant. You'll have a kid. Everything will be fine. He ain't going to leave. And we'll have payday. We'll have a payday. And look at that. Next card out, poverty. No way can this person carry the whole family on their shirt. Now he's like, occupation, 9 to 5, possibly a second one, possibly got the whole damn family, carrying the whole tribe there. Oh my God. I think this person had to move away. There might even be jail time involved because there's somebody doing some illegal shit. That's another vibe I got, is there's some con work going on. This is like marrying gypsies. I'm sorry. There's a lot of gypsy vibe. I'm from the hood, man. I can smell a con a mile away. I'm like, this guy shady all over it. I started this reading with good intention. I wanted to have, hey, what's coming in? Look at what's coming in, and this is not looking good. So maybe we'll find out. Maybe this is going to turn out for the better. Let's find out. I may not post this. I have no idea. Let's find out. Random reading by Maria. Let's find out. What's going on in this? I prayed over these. I saged. I swear. King of Cups. Could be dealing with the water sign. Heavy on the Cancer, heavy on the Pisces. Not so much on the Scorpio. Hermit in the reverse, totally rushed in to that relationship. Didn't give it 2 seconds of a thought. Totally, everything's fine. Everything's going well. Look at this, it's a bonus card in my deck. I love this card because it's so fake. It's like, I'm fine. Everything's great. Inside they're just like dying. I'm dying here. I'm carrying everybody on my shoulders. I kid because I call myself a Sherpa because it's a guide. It's just a trusted guide to help you get through treacherous, unmarked territories. And this person is literally schlepping through the mud. Like they are going with everybody's luggage. Here it comes. Fast communication about it. Everything's fine again. Everything's fine. Tell me more. What's going on with this energy? This person wants to communicate with you. Not everything's fine. This king has a drink in their hand. I want to show you something on this card. See this? In tarot, water means emotion. This emotion is creeping up past their ankles. It's just like at the foot. And he's got a drink in his hand, pretending everything's fine. But it's not. It's like slowly becoming very uncomfortable, carrying all of this weight of this family, possibly extended family, financial commitments, the lure and the illusion, You know, it's like, look over here at the money coming in, as we're going to do nefarious things down here. We're going to steal your money. We're going to take your money. We're going, and there's a little bit of that. We're going to, you know, we're going to milk you for everything you have because we have no intent to stick around, because we're going to just, you know, you're the tick, you know, or you're the dog. We're the tick. Coming in, rushing in, and who it is? Queen of Wands with, what is it? That intent to get you hooked back in. This King of Cups may have detached from this Queen, or this is the past energy that this person's telling you about, of the storyline of what occurred. Is it was very alluring, and the family all agreed, and everybody had a plot and a plan and a story, and they were telling this King of Cups how much wealth they had. They owned an island, that, you know, somebody's a captain of, like, this is like captain of Dubai, you know what I mean? Like the president of Dubai. I don't think there is one, or king, or whatever they call it. I don't know. You know, that's the vibe I get. Some small island. This person's, I feel, dropped this burden just recently. I mean, look at this. It's a 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands with a 3 of Swords. Oh my gosh, this is significant manipulation. Significant manipulation. Significant manipulation. Got tooken. And it's really sad. It's super sad, because I think that no one's deserving of this. Not this King of Cups. I don't care what this person did, how quickly they acted, but it is a way to say, in my opinion, this King of Cups, with reacting as quickly and fast to jump into such a commitment without taking a few minutes, I feel, to jump in and secure their future, that tells me that this person had such an insecurity about themselves and their future. So not able to manifest on their own with a magician. Not able. So it's almost like I must secure my future with somebody else. It's very much a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse vibe. I had a reading like that yesterday. It was very similar. That's whenever I have a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, it's very ex-wife. That's what the tarot card means. Ex-wife, you know, a little bit vindictive, but also dependent. And I hook I put my hooks into everything around me, so I may have multiple streams of other people's income, right? That's what this vibe reminds me of. And it may not have been the truth, but I think when this came by, I don't think this person could have not jumped at it. It was in their face, and the carrot was just very tempting. And they're like, this person is attractive. This person's family is all communicating to me wealth and security, and I better jump at it before the opportunity gets by. I have the Magician with the 2 of Cups. This person's trying to manifest something different in their life, a relationship. They're sick of the mental manipulation. I feel like the person, whoever this was that they escaped from, is now coming back, trying to restore this relationship and apologize for the effery that occurred. This is lots of secrets, lots of lies, and a lot of effery. I also believe, if it is the King of Wands that was the one that did it to this other person, I don't think it is. I mean, because I have an Emperor here with a Queen of Pentacles. I just talked about this. Did I not just talk about this? So again, take it as it resonates with the energy, flip it as it should. You might have been the queen that is now, you know, you might have been the one taken, right? You might have been the one taken. You might have been the one that says, I have $1 million coming in, sign on the dotted line. You might have been the one. Just work here. But that's the vibe I get, is now this Emperor is wanting to come back to secure with this Queen of Pentacles, because they see you happy and content, or this Queen of Pentacles is now recognizing this King of Cups is now the Emperor secure, and they're just working hard, and they're wanting to come back, right? Because they see this person trying to just dig themselves out of this hole, and they want to do it again, this Wounded Warrior. Here they come, putting them in their head, anxious and don't know what to do. I have no idea where this reading is going. We're walking in to this together. I'm just saying. Anything else? 6 of Pentacles. They want to overgive. If this is you, they're committing to you. They want a commitment. They want to work on something. I feel like they want to heal the heartbreak. If it is you, I feel like you might meet this person after this. If it is not, if you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, this is the person you're on deck. This is the person on deck. They might, yeah, this might be a message of concern for you, because you might actually be running into somebody who's on a 5 of Pentacles vibe, but it is like a message of concern. If this is you, I might be your catalyst for change, because I have a message of concern followed by despair. This might be your awakening. You're waiting for somebody to pass away for this glorious inheritance, for whatever. I don't know what this is, but it's like somebody waiting for payday. And it's kind of dark because somebody has to pass, or somebody has to, there's got to be immediate, there's nefarious acts in the background. It's just dark and it's self-centered, but it is what it is. I just work here, like I said. I'm gonna stand on that until the day I die, I think. Tell me from a different deck, any new information you want to share about this reading. Whew. Random weird reading, I'm telling you. Anything else? I just want to make sure. It's an upright deck. I have a Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. First card out. Communication coming in. So I feel like the person you're going to meet, or a friend of yours, or an ex-lover, ex-partner, ex-lover, situationship, never got off the ground, ghosted you kind of vibe, is going to tell you this crazy story about this going down. Could possibly write a book, making you very happy that they're survived it, thank God, but also they're digging themselves out of this situation. Whoever the female is obsessed with your ex-person. That is for sure. They won't let them go. I kind of feel heavy on the Aries, heavy on the Aries, heavy on the Gemini, heavy on the Virgo, Taurus, could be a Libra, maybe an Aquarius, not so much. You might be also meeting a Leo, or if this is the Leo, it may be same sex. Just saying, that's another vibe I get. I have the long-standing relationship. You might have a long-standing relationship with this person already. It kind of feels like a friend, and you're moving forward. This person's trying to get past this, and they may tell you about this. It is a King of Wands. This used to be a player. I definitely think they might still have a little bit of that in their vein. With the Queen of Wands, definitely a perfect match. However, I gotta be straight with you. I'm getting more Emperor, Empress, but this is the energy that comes out. The thing that I really want to hammer home is the two of you are a match, but the Queen and King of Wands don't typically show their rings. They're not really committed. They are independent of each other, but they're committed to each other. Does that make sense? Like superheroes. If you ever saw superheroes hook up, they're not like Mr. and Mrs., Superman. It's like, I don't know if there were ever two together. You're gonna have to help me here, because that's not my, I should have picked an easier example, but you kind of get the idea. They're very separate, so they're powerhouses, but they're separate, and that's kind of the vibe here. I don't think these are committed individuals, but they're committed to each other. They're not married. I don't think they're gonna get married, and I don't think they're both running their own kingdoms. They're like super independent of each other, but committed. That sunflowers might be important to you. One of you might have a cat. I kind of get the vibe somebody lives in a desert. Another one lives near the water. Again, I'm kind of getting the vibe that somebody may be near the ocean, or lives, or boats, or maybe in the Navy, something like that, affiliated with boats, yachts, money. Carmel. If you're going to go to Carmel, please invite me. I would love to go. Just kidding. I have to work. I have to work. Send me pictures. I have the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody's going to come forward and talk to you about this, but this is a brand new beginning in where you picked up. You may not want this relationship, and I don't know if this is a solid offer for, it could be, again, collective reading, forgive me, but there's like, yes, it can be a relationship, but it's also back to the friendship, back to the Knight of Pentacles, right? So it's that pentacle on the horse, which is that long-standing relationship. They want to pick up, they want to have coffee or dinner or drinks. It's the same pentacle in his hand. It's the same one that he had in the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like it's the same one. And it's, or she, or whomever addresses you with the story, believe it when they tell you, because it's a little outlandish. And it feels a little like Prisoner. It feels a little bit like, it feels a little weird. It feels like somebody couldn't escape this. Yeah, I feel like they couldn't get loose from the chains. Yeah, lots of fighting in the Eight of Cups behind here. So this is an internal conflict with your person. I also feel like they had to get away, or not your person, but you know, this person, they had to get away from the family too. So it's not, it's so weird. There's a tie here. There's a long-standing, this might be a family friend. I mean, there's family also involved. The second thing I also want to hear, or I kind of get, is there's, as far as the inheritance is concerned, if this is one read, one random, like it's over here to the left, that doesn't really fit in the storyline. There's somebody waiting on an inheritance from a family, and there's family involved, but there's an uncle, I feel, that's messing with that's skewing, is taking you or your person out of the inheritance. So that's part of the concern. So they're trying to fudge with who's the recipients on the inheritance. This is a lot of karma, and this is, again, consequence, cause, effect, cause, effect, cause, effect. Look it up, please. It's not necessarily karma. It's just balance. There's not get back, payback. It's evidence of evening out. It's not, you know, the devil's going to get you. It's more like there's a consequence for every action. That's what we should be saying. Page of Swords. Somebody's going to come in and tell you the truth. Three of Hearts. Yeah, they're going to tell you the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Oh, most of the truth, I should say. I don't feel like, yeah, death. This is, okay, there's black magic also involved. I know this is like a story. This is the weird, I'm telling you. This is an actual death. Yeah. Someone passed away, and it wasn't, I don't think it was related. There's some secrets around this. Somebody's anxious about this. So there was some, I think there was some, if somebody had done some nefarious things behind the scenes, directed maybe towards this relationship with you, that bounced back maybe, and it may have gone back to the sender. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting. They thought they'd celebrate. Oh my gosh. And instead they got a Three of Swords. Instead of the Three of Cups, they got a Three of Swords. And somebody passed away, which is why that coffin is sitting here, right here in the smack dab of the reading, which doesn't really fit in the rest of this. This is a lot, like I said, this is a vibe of karma. The world, it's an ending of a cycle. Sorry, YouTube, I need to color these. These people are up in their head. This is a major anxiety. So we're moving from an 8 to a 9. So we're getting closer to the 10 of anxiety. So it's a major concern. So I'm getting so many messages, y'all don't even want to know. I got a message like this a couple of days ago in a read. Somebody was falsifying documentations, taking social security numbers, falsifying death records, that sort of thing for I'll get there. Hold on. For life insurance policies. Okay. That was one thing. The second thing I got was, that was not, like, that's gonna, someone's gonna go to the pen. I don't know what else to say. That's like, somebody's gonna go to the clinker. And that was what the jail thing was, is the concern, is that was the vibe I was getting with something wasn't adding up, something with the, like, somebody has some intelligence, right? Somebody's in despair because they feel like they were getting cut out. And they're like, wow, I couldn't have done my family so wrong. That was the vibe I was getting. But more importantly, this official person, maybe a judge, like the first thing I pulled. It has southern states, maybe Mississippi. I have a friend who lives in Mississippi. That person's coming to mind. but I also think of Florida. I thought of Alabama. But this message of concern right here, New York, East Coast. I also think up in Oregon. I thought about that. Somebody's like, this is something where they're watching these folks because it's online, it's being tracked, and it's like it's like I said, I don't have a problem with gypsies, nobody gypsies, but it's more like I could say Italians. It could be a population of Italian. I'm Italian, I don't care. Use my name, use my, whatever. The thing I'm trying to say is that they're watching this group. It could be mafia, right? It could be anything, but it's a group of people that are acting out, and it's an oil slick of nefarious actions. So one set of people are trying to manipulate this person. One set of people are doing some shady things with life insurance policies online. Gonna get busted. They've been watching them for a while. Another group of people are doing some other shady things on online businesses. They don't even exist. Somebody's got an online storefront. I'm using that, with quotes, storefront. So this is a community of nefarious activity, right? It is now an occupation, and you have one person who's trying to stand up and do the right thing, step away from the nefarious cult, not be a part of this. Everything's fine, right? And drop the burdens, and the rest of them are going to jail. Not even kidding. I've been pulling this energy for so long. They might be going for a while. I feel they're going to take a long trip. Lots of them are left in poverty. They're going to be going to, like, whatever assets you have when the feds come, they own it all. They take your house, your car. So you might have a really nice car today, but they're going to take it with you. Like, you might have earned it too. It's all theirs. And it all started with a seed of wanting more. Isn't that interesting? It all started with a little tiny seed of where's mine? I could take more. I want more. With the desire and a conversation with a wealthy man and a main female. Two people impersonating and conning and creating a fictitious profile. And somebody walked away, trying to walk away, trying to get the hell out of there before they end up in the pokey. Yep, trying to get out of there. And they're going to try to offer a new relationship or come back and try to find some sanity. I think possibly this ex is going to come back to talk to you about it. And I feel I want to say ex-wife, mistress, whatever this person was to that person, is also trying to get back together with this person after, like, by the skin of their teeth, getting out of this mess. It is crazy. There's some nefarious junk going on. I just might post this for fun. I might just post this just to see what y'all have to say. Because if this resonates with anybody, I definitely want to know. This person has their eyes set on new beginnings. That's what they want to talk to you about. I don't know if it's with you. I just think they want stability. That's the Four of Wands. They might have an undercurrent of a relationship. I think they need to recover. I also think I'm going to go back to a new lifestyle. There's several of these individuals that I feel, and again, reading for a whole group of folks, one or two, they're so sick and tired of being hurt, they may be open-minded to trying their own same sex. It's the vibe I get. They've been burnt. They've been used. They've been manipulated. They've been challenged. They want to drop the burdens. I feel like they've just been hurt. They've had exes before burn them. They also, I feel, they just want to find their glow, their sun, their happiness. They also, I feel, don't assume it's your person. Okay, don't do that. If it doesn't resonate, don't let it resonate. Don't overthink this. But I do feel like there's a handful of folks that are just like, no way, can't do this anymore. And they were kind of they were checking it, thinking about it anyways before, I think, their whole life. I think they've always sat somewhere near a closet, in the closet, you know what I mean? Close to a closet. This person is also constantly looking for stability because they didn't have it. They didn't have it back here. They didn't have it as a kid. They just want to have some freaking stability and be happy. It's like, is that too much? That's kind of the vibe. Tell me about what's going on for the collective? What's the new energy coming in? And then I'll let y'all go, because this is Alice in Wonderland kind of reading. I might even title it that. This is kind of nuts. High Priestess in the reverse with the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Oof. Secrets, harm, hidden agendas. Disconnected from intuition, withdrawal, silence, selfish, shallowness, ignorance, misunderstandings. The 8 of Pentacles in the reverse is no motivation. You know, sitting on the couch. I'll do it tomorrow. It's also trying to do self-development and perfectionism. So we live in our head when we're in perfectionism. We think and think and think, but you know, no ambition to really do anything. And it's misdirected activity. No passion. I just said, get up and do. Get up and do. There's no real action, or there's no real direction with our action. Tell me more about this, please. A lot of over partying, I feel. Lots of excess. Everything. Excess everything. Judgment's been called. Judgment's been called. I feel like the divine had to step in on this whole situation, because I don't think this was the lesson that was supposed to be learned, but this person stayed in because of self-centered desires. It could have been sexual. It could have been the sense of security that this initially lured in, the family. I kind of feel like there's a family sense of belonging, sense of, embrace. We welcome you. We love you. This sense of initial adoption. I kind of get that this person was adopted into the family, only to be eaten up. Really, the 2 of Cups. Yeah, that family's a sense of involvement. This person's now trying to just stay isolated, alone. They're hiding, and they're in their head a lot. Judgment. It's also temperance. It's the evening out, the balance. This person's not in a bad way. It's good. This is a good space for this person right now. They're going to have balance. Actually, believe it or not, whoever I'm reading for, if it's your person, if it's somebody you know, whoever's going to come forward, have this conversation, they're reserved, they're holding back, they're conservative, kind of what I said with the 4 of Pentacles. This is more of a getting their mind right. They're getting mind right. They're finding their true sense of self. They're finding harmony. They're finding purpose. They're looking for meaning in their lives, right? They're looking at the bigger picture. They're questioning self, and they're discovering who they are. I love this, actually. I'm sorry that this all happened. That's not okay, ever, for anybody. I don't care who you are. The Magician. They might be manifesting new things. I kind of get spirituality. I kind of get magic. So they might be exploring ideas. I hope they stay on this side of the street, because this side kind of bit them in the ass. And they're, okay, maybe not. I got the devil there. So they might be exploring. This person maybe needs some healing. I think I want to just pull them out, and I can't. This, again, revert to my last reading. My codependency days are over. Learn my lesson. This person, I guess, wants a long-standing relationships. That's what they want. They want to feel like a sense of belonging in the upright with the 6 of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. They want to have security. They want to have love. They want to feel they want to belong. They want to be a part of something. They're hard workers. They're productive. They're willing to do the work. They're very responsible. They're efficient. They're conservative. This is what attracted them when they were like, there's the guy or the girl. Like, put a pin on her or him. Mark. This person misses you. And they want to come back. This is a Wheel of Fortune. This makes me so happy. I can't even begin to tell you. And this is that balancing out. I love tarot. I'm going to stop there. That Wheel of Fortune just tells me that in my opinion, the cycle's closed because the karma has been delivered, the lessons have been learned, people have made choices and decisions. I think we are ending where we began at the beginning of this reading, which is odd because this is the strangest ride, and I've never taken so many lefts and turns and circles to get to here, but here we are nonetheless. So this is a life cycle change. It is also destiny, karma, good luck, fortune, showering of gifts. So if this is a person and they're going to unpack this, this is fame and fortune and just love poured onto this person. And if it's you, it's the same. It's temperance. It's the balancing of it. Because if you had started this relationship, you can choose if you needed to you want to go back to this relationship. I also want to say, for those that want to comment, I would never do that and go back to this person, blah, 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 because I haven't, blah, 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 blah. We all have lessons. We all have lessons, and I love you all. I'm not asking you to go back. I'm not telling you to go back. I just work here. I'm just telling you what the cards say. Because I know there will be at least 10 that'll say, like, okay, all right, okay. I believe you. You tell yourself, I love you. This is going to take every fiber of strength for this person to come forward. This person has had, I want to say, there's another reader, I want to say Angel Love 333 always says goes to the edge, comes to the edge, something like that. She had a couple of readings that said come to the edge. That's the vibe I get. Is this person nearly jumped from the edge, super close to the edge? Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? There's the edge right there, came to the edge. And this person walked right up to it, looked over it, like literally looked over it, hung out for a while, maybe even sat on the cliff and dangled at their feet, considering jumping. They didn't, though. They got off the ledge and came back. They've been through their ups and downs, and I feel like it's on the bell curve on the upswing from here forward. Whatever this was can't hurt them now. It's not about hurting them. I got to end it here. Okay, Spirit, I get it. It's a star card, so which means healing. It's forgiveness. It's healing the relationship. These two people, you and this person, or I feel it's you and this person, either together, separately, collectively, are healing yourselves as well as the relationship. This was required. And again, it doesn't matter if you're together or not, the healing is going to take place because that was what is necessary for the cycle to close. This is faith, purpose, right? So the answer was, who am I? Where do I belong, right? At the beginning. And now we're getting answers. And my ears ringing again. So it's renewal, it's spirituality, it's fortune. And it's a good omen, and it's rejuvenation. I love the words on the card, but for me, it's complete wholeness. It's completing the spaces that were left to fill to make this person feel complete, and to amend the scars or the open wounds to amend, to heal. So I love this reading for you. Two things. If you like this reading, if this was your vibe, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Share this message. This is the weirdest message I think I've ever given in my life. I think ever. Strange and bizarre. But I'm kind of glad I unpacked this with you tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Second is, if you want to watch school or be a participant to learn how to read this mess, you can join us on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. It is live in person, just like this. And then if you want a private reading with me, again, in the link, calendar's up to date. Again, just go in and peruse my calendar, and we'll join just like this. It's just live and in person. Until next time, y'all, take care of each other, take care of yourself, and love and light to each and every one of you. Take care. Bye.